Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be doing a love reading for the Pisces collective. As you probably know by now, Pisces season is starting today, and I'm super excited because we're going to be doing something called the Pisces season special, or the Pisces mega marathon. I don't know what you prefer we call it. I think Pisces season special sounds a little bit less intimidating, at least for me. I'm the one that's got to do it, so mega marathon sounds a little bit intense. All right. Pisces, let's see. What is going on with you guys in love? We're going to be doing a big reading. This goes for couples, singles, basically everybody. There's going to be a little bit of everything and messages for everyone, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest, as always. And before we start, please make sure that you're subscribed so you can check out all of the other readings and really cool like discounts and awesomeness that we're going to be doing and sharing in Pisces season. As always, I'm going to leave under this video all the relevant information, you know, my website, donation links, whatever. There's tons of stuff down there. And I want to personally invite you to two new channels that I have. One would be Manifestology, in which I'm going to give you free resources like guided meditations, healing sessions, all sorts of stuff for free. So you can check that one out. Manifestology, you can type it on the YouTube search box. And the other one is ASMR Fix. ASMR Fix, which is basically my inner child playing with fun stuff. If you don't know what that is, check it out. It's going to be pretty weird for you at first, but what can I say? As fishies, we tend to be a little weird. It's part of our charm. Alright, love for Pisces. Universe, what is going on? First card that we have here, Healing Family Issues, crossed by Forgiving and Learning. I'm going to be doing a first layer of cards from this Romance Angels deck. Then I'm going to be doing another layer with the tarot, and then I'm going to be doing another layer with this oracle that is about love as well. Okay, so give me a minute. This might take a little while. Please be patient with me. Happy birthday to the Pisces that are born today. I hope that you enjoy all of these readings. I hope that you enjoy the little gift that I have for you, which is this. Doing all the readings. That's my gift to you guys. I hope that you appreciate it. Alright, so this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. The Five of Cups has been showing up a lot. I think I've done 3 readings today, and in the 3 readings, the Five of Cups has come up. So the Five of Cups is a card, honestly, about pessimism. It's about focusing on everything that you want to have be better, to the point in which you stop seeing everything that already is, everything that is good. We have 3 cards with the number 5. 5 is a number of change. Big change. That often comes with a bit of instability. Okay? So right now, you may be going through ebbs and flows in the concept of love that you have. You may have ebbs and flows in your desire to be in a romantic relationship. Maybe if you are in a romantic relationship, at times you're like, oh, I shouldn't be. Like, I probably should be single by now. Like, I would like to be single. Others of you could be more on the line of, I think I want a relationship, you know, or maybe not. I feel like it changes from time to time. But let's see. I haven't even got into the reading yet, so let's just finish putting all the cards in place. The card, this one is the Hammer card, and I was just watching some videos about the Army Hammer scandal. Okay. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's like, damn, okay. Pisces, 7 of Swords. Oof, okay. So what I'm getting here is that some of you guys have, in the past, at some point of your past, healed situations that were stemming from family lines, like bloodlines. Lessons, difficulties, karmas, and things that weren't really yours, maybe you had to deal with, okay? And you had to heal that, and you had to like go through that. And I feel like that is something that some of you guys resent. Maybe it's pretty obvious to you that you've had to deal with a lot of like crazy shit that has been sort of like inherited to you, like an inheritance of blockages or problems or those kind of things that are patterns. Like, let's say everybody in my family has always gotten a divorce, and I'm the one that is choosing for that not to be an option or something. It's like you are changing the story, you're changing the pattern. This could look in so many different ways, but I feel like many of you have had to deal with things that, you know, seem unfair and seem heavy and weren't really your own karma. You know, they weren't really something that was stemming from your own behavior, but past generations, which is, it's tough, you know. For those of you who understand it and feel through it, you may feel at times like a victim. You may feel at times like, you know, how is this fair to me? But ultimately, I feel like you have done a lot of work, and that is not only going to help other generations that are coming after you, it is also going to help you. So by doing this clearing, not only are you clearing the bloodline, but you are also sort of like getting rid of all those energies and allowing yourself to come into contact with a different frequency that is actually going to allow you to manifest what you want in love. In the challenge, we've got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is definitely part of your destined experience. Let's put it that way. Some of you guys have had difficulty in love. Some of you guys have had disappointments, heartaches, betrayals of all kinds. And maybe some of you have always felt like that is just something that doesn't flow naturally. Like there's always something there that's just weird or off or, you know. And I feel like that has been that way because it was supposed to. That was sort of like a healing that you as a soul sort of like took up to heal your bloodline is what I'm getting. But, you know, that's not the end of it. That's the beginning of it, right? And that has already happened. So in the recent past, we've got engagement, and we've got the, oh my god, the knave, sota, fante, valet, mountain, bube. But how is it in English? It's the page. There's like all the different nominations for page, but what I was looking for was page. So in the recent past, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some of you guys may have recently gotten engaged. Some of you guys are engaged right now. Some of you guys have been thinking about engagement recently. Maybe there has been an offer that has been shown to you, presented to you, or maybe you offered someone the possibility to get engaged. Like maybe you talked about it. Maybe you put the idea on the table in the past, like, hey, you know, wouldn't it be good if we move forward in this relationship or something along those lines? Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. Others of you could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Either way, these two are pages. So this person doesn't seem to be all that mature. I'm getting that you're dealing with or have dealt with people who are not as mature as you are, Pisces. What the universe wants you to know. 9 of Cups and codependency. Alright. So maybe some of you guys, as you were growing up, you always wanted love. Love was the number one thing. Love would give you happiness. Romance would give you happiness. It will give you a sense of self. It will give you a purpose. Having a family. It was everything, like everything that you wanted was either connected to the idea of a romantic partner or was sort of like dependent on a romantic partner. And part of the reason why, as a soul, you have cleared and healed and gone through all of this is precisely to heal that. So what the universe wants you to know is that you can be very proud that you yourself have healed in yourself that sense of codependency. Some people deal with this, in different ways. But for you, Pisces, you have become very independent. You have learned not to rely on other people. You have learned to trust yourself. You have learned that the one who can really give you the happiness and everything and absolutely everything that you deserve is you. And that your world doesn't exist in relation to the world of another. Many of you have had so many shitty experiences in love, but ultimately they have delivered you here to a point of your life in which I feel like you're very proud of yourself. You know what you deserve, you know what you're worth, and not only are you going to take less than you deserve, that's, a different thing. What I see here is even bigger than that. It's more like, it's like, I don't know how to explain what I'm sensing here. So I feel like I'm seeing kind of like a teenager and saying like, oh, I really want children, or I really want to get married, or I really want to have my partner, or I really want to, I don't know, whatever. But them being sort of like empty desires that were all dependent on finding the right one. And maybe as time has gone by and you have gone through difficult situations in love, you have matured and you have grown and you have healed not only your own stuff, but your family stuff. And now it's like in that empty space, now it's you. And you are so big that it sort of pushes those other dreams aside. And it's like you are so big, so mighty, that it's like you are the fulfillment of everything you want. And then on the side, there's this little thing in which, I would be really happy to find the one. I would be really happy to have kids. I would be really happy to have, I don't know, whatever, get married. But it's no longer the main thing. It's like you are the main thing. Like your connection to yourself, your spirit, your magnificence comes first now. Whereas before, maybe that wasn't the case. So that is what the universe is telling you here. Be proud of what you have chosen to heal. And sometimes, we may jokingly in readings, get into contact with these energies and say, oh, I've grown bitter. I don't trust anybody. Like, fuck everybody. I want to be single. Too much trouble. Love is painful. All of those are actually limiting beliefs. And they don't have to be true if you don't want them to be true. I feel like it's more out of love. It's not something that you landed on out of spite, out of rage, out of hurt. This is something that was sort of like, I don't know how to explain it. Words are lacking for me in this reading. It's so deep and so beautiful. I feel like you've birthed this sort of sense of self out of love because you experience many rejections, or you just maybe try to go on that path of love time and time again. And at some point you were like, I can't seem to get into this path, so let's go on this one. And the whole world opened up for you. Take it if it resonates. It may not resonate with all of you, okay? I'm going to be posting more readings, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm sure you're going to find the perfect reading that really resonates. But in this case, I feel like the Pisces that are resonating, this is like a big deal. This is like a big deal. In your mind space, you may be thinking about this person who could be, not as mature as we said earlier. You may be thinking about them. This could be someone that you have hopes for, someone you like, someone you find attractive. Could be an ex-partner, could be a friend of a friend. But the message here is let your friends help you. So I'm getting that for some of you, this could be someone that's a friend of a friend. And you're like, hey, can you like hook me up with this guy? Like give him my number, whatever. Or if this is the same person from the past, maybe you are trying to get back together with an ex or something. Don't cringe. I know that this is not for everybody. But for those of you who are, there is reconciliation in the future. And you can sort of like ask if you have like friends in common, ask them to sort of like smooth things, or, maybe arrange some kind of meeting or hangout or something that seems very, kind of informal or whatever, to have that conversation or to make that happen. Someone here is going to be proposing to you a reconciliation. So yeah, definitely someone from the past. I feel a false start. I feel like this is someone who you maybe talked to for a while. You wanted to start things with them, but for some reason they never came through, they never happened. And this person is going to be coming back to you, sort of like presenting their desire to like keep that going, even if it was a really long time ago. But I feel like you're not really going to see that much of a benefit in going that way. There is this sense, Pisces, that you're focusing a little bit too much on the things that are not right, as opposed to focusing on the things that could go right. You know what I mean? Like, there may be a little bit of pessimism here. Some of you guys with this healing heart, some of you guys are actually healing from heartbreak right now. You like the freedom that you have from toxic relationships or addictions from the past. So maybe you're in this energy, or you're not really wishing to change that right now. Some of you guys are dealing with other stuff. Some of you guys are dealing with stuff that seems to be more important than romantic love at this time. Maybe money, finances, work goals, maybe finding a new job, maybe things that have to do with the global situation at the time. And for some reason, like, romantic love seems to just be pushed aside. I'm feeling that again. And the card that you have here is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like some of you guys are going to be like, hey, I'm interested, but not right now. Like, right now I don't have the time, or I don't have the energy, or I don't have the space. I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Someone here might feel rejected, left out in the cold, abandoned. In some cases, Pisces, I feel like some of you want love, but you say no to everyone that comes around. And then you kind of feel a little bad, and you feel kind of sad towards yourself. You're like, but why do you do that? Like, you say you want love, and then you reject everybody, and then you're kind of left a little sad and lonely. Like, thinking why you're incapable of opening up to another or something. The thing is, it seems to be an important time for you in finances and career. This is your environmental energies. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I feel like some of you guys don't really have the time, or maybe you're really focusing on this. Maybe you are going all the way to manifest and achieve your financial goals, and you don't want to get distracted, maybe. Some of you guys are sort of like wrapping up a big lifelong sort of like financial goal or professional goal, and you feel like once you're done, then you're available to love. Even if you're already in a relationship, like, if you are already in a relationship, you could be very independent because you have healed that codependency and release yourself from all those bonds from your family bloodline. If you have any kind of issues, allow your friends to help you. Continue to get to know each other. But I do feel like even if you're in a relationship right now, Pisces, you may be very focused on finances and your job or your goals, your projects, things that are important to you. As far as hopes and fears, you've got new love. Can this be any clearer? You want love, hopes for new love, and fears for new love. So it's a simultaneous, I want it, I don't want it, I want it, but I fear it. Oh wow, is it gonna rain? We haven't seen rain here for months. Summertime. Not today. Sorry. I got a little distracted. So yeah, I feel like you have hopes in regards to manifesting love with someone who you feel is your soulmate, or someone who you feel is very important to you somehow in regards to love, someone who you've always wanted to be with, or someone you have already been with, and it's just a good connection. But you also have, fears. It's like maybe some of you don't want to start something and then realize that you don't have the energy, the time, the focus, and end up sort of like ruining something good or mistreating someone who does not deserve it. Maybe in the past you have been mistreated yourself, Pisces, and you don't want to be responsible with someone else's heart. So you're like really thinking about it. Some of you guys need to release your ex. Oh my god, I can't pick up these cards. Sorry. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Some of you guys are still sort of holding on to an ex. And, it may be kind of conflicting. At times you want it, other times you don't. It's just like back and forth. I feel like you are working on this, manifesting this in your life. The palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. In your life. Not in regards to another. In your own life. Maybe you're between these two energies. It's like one of them says, take a chance, risk, be strategic, have options, don't show your hand in gambling, which is the hand of cards. So maybe some of you guys want to sort of like just jump into love and just see what happens. But there's another part of you that talks about sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent patterns, and working on it. Yeah, it's like some of you want to take a risk, but you just don't want to go through the same thing again. You know what I mean? The same thing again. It's like you already sort of like draw a line in the sand, and you said, okay, so everything that I've gone through in love that has been negative, I want to leave it in the past. And I don't want to put myself in the future in positions in which I'm going to fall into those situations again. Because I feel like many of you have been able to look back at those experiences and said, maybe if I didn't accept this, maybe if I had said something, maybe if I did this, that, or the other, maybe it would have been different. And you can't change the past. You can take it and take the lessons, but you can't change the future. And I feel like that is what you're choosing to do. Like, you know better now, Pisces. So even though this was a love reading, I feel like it has a lot more to do with you and your relationship to love than to like who's manifesting, who's coming, whatever. Like this one was a deep one. The waters of Pisces run deep. I'm going to be posting more readings, maybe singles readings, couples readings, so expect those on the weekend, and we can go more in depth into more kind of like physical aspects of the connections. I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy birthday to all my fishies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, my loves.